Remember the story of King Midas? He wished that everything he touched would turn to gold. At first, it seemed like a dream come true, but soon, Midas realized the disastrous consequences of his wish. He couldn't eat or drink, and even his beloved daughter turned into a golden statue. The story of King Midas serves as a potent analogy for our relationship with plastic. Plastic, initially hailed as a wonder material, has become a modern-day curse. Its durability, once a celebrated trait, is now the root cause of a global environmental crisis. Just as Midas's golden touch brought him more sorrow than joy, our dependence on plastic has resulted in unintended and devastating consequences. We are drowning in plastic waste, and its impact on the environment and our health is alarming. From the deepest oceans to the highest mountains, plastic pollution knows no bounds. This essay will delve into the multifaceted problem of plastic pollution, exploring its history, its impact, and most importantly, what we can do to address this global crisis. The image of this helpless creature ensnared by our waste is a stark reminder of the urgent need for action. The story of plastic begins in the early 20th century, a time of rapid industrialization and innovation. Scientists, in their quest to create new materials, stumbled upon synthetic polymers, the building blocks of plastic. These polymers, derived from petroleum, possessed remarkable properties. They were lightweight yet durable, moldable into any shape imaginable, and inexpensive to produce. Plastic quickly infiltrated every aspect of our lives. From packaging and consumer goods to construction and healthcare, plastic revolutionized industries and brought convenience to consumers. The rise of plastic was meteoric, its production soaring from millions of tons in the mid-20th century to billions of tons today. Its versatility and affordability made it the material of choice for countless applications, ushering in an era of unprecedented convenience and progress. The world embraced plastic with open arms. It was seen as a symbol of modernity and progress, a testament to human ingenuity. Little did we know that this seemingly miraculous material would soon reveal its dark side. The carefree smiles in this photograph stand in stark contrast to the environmental burden plastic would eventually become. The very properties that made plastic so desirable, its durability and resistance to degradation, have come back to haunt us. Unlike organic materials that decompose naturally, plastic persists in the environment for hundreds, even thousands of years. Every piece of plastic ever produced still exists in some form, either in landfills, incinerators, or scattered throughout the environment. The sheer scale of plastic production has overwhelmed our waste management systems. Landfills overflowing with plastic waste are a common sight. Incineration, while reducing the volume of plastic waste, releases harmful toxins into the atmosphere. Recycling, though a crucial part of the solution, is fraught with challenges, as not all types of plastic can be easily recycled. The consequences of our plastic addiction are far-reaching. Plastic waste pollutes our land, waterways, and oceans, wreaking havoc on ecosystems and endangering wildlife. We are living in the plastic age, and the consequences of our actions are becoming increasingly apparent. This image serves as a stark reminder of the sheer volume of plastic waste we generate and the limitations of our current waste management systems. The ocean, once a pristine and teeming ecosystem, has become a dumping ground for our plastic waste. Millions of tons of plastic enter the ocean each year, carried by rivers, wind, and ocean currents. This plastic debris accumulates in massive garbage patches, swirling gyres of plastic soup that span vast stretches of the ocean. Marine life is particularly vulnerable to plastic pollution. Sea turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish, their primary food source, leading to starvation and death. Seabirds ingest plastic fragments, filling their stomachs with indigestible material, leading to a false sense of satiation and eventual starvation. The ocean's delicate food web is disrupted by plastic pollution, with potential consequences for the entire marine ecosystem. The plastic we discard carelessly on land finds its way into the ocean, impacting marine life thousands of miles away. This heartbreaking image highlights the devastating impact of plastic pollution on marine life, particularly seabirds that mistake plastic for food. Section 5. Microplastics. The invisible threat. While the sight of plastic bottles and bags polluting our beaches is alarming, a more insidious threat lurks beneath the surface: microplastics. These tiny plastic particles, less than 5 millimeters in size, are formed from the breakdown of larger plastic debris. They are ubiquitous, found in every corner of the planet, from the deepest ocean trenches to the Arctic ice. Microplastics act like sponges, absorbing persistent organic pollutants or POPs from the surrounding environment. These POPs, many of which are known carcinogens, bioaccumulate in the food chain, posing potential risks to human health. The full extent of the microplastic threat is still being uncovered, but their presence in the food chain, drinking water, and even the air we breathe is a cause for serious concern. These tiny particles are easily ingested by marine life, entering the food chain and ultimately ending up on our plates. The vibrant colors in this image belie the insidious nature of these tiny particles and the potential threat they pose to human health. Section 6. The health concerns of plastic pollution. The chemicals used in the production of plastic, such as BPA and phthalates, are known endocrine disruptors. These chemicals mimic hormones in the body, interfering with normal hormonal function. Studies have linked exposure to these chemicals to a range of health problems, including reproductive issues, developmental problems in children, and an increased risk of certain cancers. While more research is needed to fully understand the long-term health effects of plastic pollution, the evidence we have so far is concerning. The widespread use of plastic, coupled with its persistence in the environment, means that we are all exposed to these chemicals on a daily basis. The health implications of plastic pollution are complex and far-reaching, potentially affecting future generations. We are just beginning to scratch the surface of this issue, and more research is urgently needed to fully comprehend the scale of the problem. This image underscores the pervasive nature of plastic pollution and the potential health risks it poses to people of all ages. Section 7. The complexity of solutions. Addressing the plastic problem is a complex undertaking. Simply banning plastic outright is not a viable solution, as plastic plays a crucial role in many essential industries, including healthcare, transportation, and food preservation. Moreover, alternative materials, while seemingly more sustainable, often come with their own set of environmental drawbacks. For example, paper bags, often touted as an eco-friendly alternative to plastic bags, require more energy and water to produce. A life cycle assessment, considering the environmental impact of a product from cradle to grave, is crucial when evaluating alternatives to plastic. The solution to plastic pollution lies in a multi-pronged approach, encompassing source reduction, innovative recycling technologies, and responsible waste management. We need to rethink our relationship with plastic, moving away from a linear economy of take, make, dispose to a circular economy that prioritizes reuse and recycling. This image represents a more sustainable approach to material use, moving away from the linear model that has led to our current plastic crisis. Section 8. A global challenge demanding global cooperation. Plastic pollution is a global problem that transcends national boundaries. Plastic waste travels across oceans, carried by currents, and its impact is felt in even the most remote corners of the planet. Addressing this crisis requires international cooperation, with developed and developing nations working together to find solutions. Developing nations, often lacking adequate waste management infrastructure, are disproportionately affected by plastic pollution. Rapid industrialization and population growth have exacerbated the problem, leading to plastic waste accumulating in rivers, streets, and coastal areas. International organizations, governments, and corporations have a crucial role to play in supporting developing nations in their efforts to improve waste management practices. Financial assistance, technology transfer, and capacity building are essential for creating a more sustainable future. This map underscores the need for international cooperation in addressing the plastic crisis, as plastic waste knows no boundaries. Section 9. Turning the tide: actionable steps for a plastic-free future. While the scale of the plastic pollution problem can feel overwhelming, each individual has the power to make a difference. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we can collectively reduce our plastic footprint and contribute to a cleaner, healthier planet. Here are some actionable steps we can all take. 1. Reduce single-use plastic. Say no to plastic straws, cutlery, and bags. Opt for reusable alternatives whenever possible. 2. Choose sustainable packaging. Support companies that use minimal packaging or opt for products packaged in recyclable materials. 3. Recycle responsibly. Educate yourself about your local recycling guidelines and ensure that your plastic waste is properly sorted and disposed of. 4. Support plastic bans. Advocate for policies that restrict the use of single-use plastics and promote sustainable alternatives. 5. Educate others. Share your knowledge about plastic pollution with friends, family, and community members. The fight against plastic pollution is a marathon, not a sprint. By working together, we can stem the tide of plastic waste and create a healthier planet for ourselves and future generations. Every small action counts, and together, we can make a difference. This image represents the collective effort required to combat plastic pollution and the power of individuals working together to create a cleaner, healthier planet.